rather you than me. If you've been with me from Port of Miami.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's Ingram Saints going up against Freeman's Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. He'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Freeman. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning They know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
On third down, it's Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. 40 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, Devontae Freeman scored the first points of Super Bowl 51, and he's got the first points here as he's in for 6.
And I don't want to be snarky here. It's going to come off that way a little bit, but that didn't work out so well for them in Super Bowl 51 against New England when he scored the first touchdown in that game. But I like what they've started with here. Now, here's the thing about Freeman. I love his game. Can run it inside, can get to the perimeter, can catch the football, pass protects, has an incredible passion for the game.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, here's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
6 yards there on the pickup. And the Saints are going to get a first down. From midfield, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good pickup there of 20 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost, but this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's airing it out for Sanu. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Falcons a 1st down.
Julio Jones is off to a monster first half, but still, Can he reach what he did against the Panthers in 2016? Did he go for a cool 300 in that game?
On the dot in week 4, 300 yards. Oh, Matt Ryan had a pretty good game, too. Threw for over 500. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Freeman again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line. Of scrimmage. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Maudie coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's got Sanu. That one goes for 24 yards. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So the D-line's going to spread out. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Throwing deep. He's got a man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Well, Charles, we've talked about controversial rules a lot this year, but in that Cowboys-Raiders game, Derek Carr going in to try to win the game, fumbled through the end zone. Of course, that's a touchback. The other team gets it. Is that a rule that you like? What do you think?
Listen, I'm actually for the rule staying as it is. And for Derek Carr, the unfortunate part was when he fumbled the football, right, pylon is the problem.
Yeah.
Because when you hit the pylon now and you don't have control of the ball, now you're through the end zone. If he fumbles the ball, doesn't hit the pylon, it's out of bounds at that spot. And if you have downs left, it's still your football. So it's risk-reward, just bad luck in some cases about where the ball actually ends up and what it hits on its way out. So I don't want to reward the offense anymore and give him extra opportunities. Ball comes out of his hands, hits the pylon, reward the defense. You help cause a fumble.
Yeah, it was just such a big week with the ruling catch, no catch, Pittsburgh, New England, and that play. And that was a big game for both of those teams.
It certainly was. You're talking about week 15 of the NFL season in 2017. You're exactly right. We'll look back at a couple of rulings that may have altered some teams' opportunities to make the playoffs.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. flush to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On first down, Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Second down, Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And Gibbs got it. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Saints.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Breeze now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Breeze to throw on second down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. Third down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Falcons on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So an important try here from Matt Bryant. This to break our 4th quarter tie. 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They run. Devontae Freeman. They find some open field here. Freeman with a fast feet. And now running right through it. That one good for 33 and a first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run here with Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he motions the wide receiver. Breeze to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Back to throw, Breeze. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. He finds Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Breeze. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 2nd down.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Breeze will try again on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. One final try here for Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a young'un run around with his man's in his hand, feeling like a man. Run for the put it to your brain like. Everybody know you ain't about it. Everything you. Again and again, what you been living in? The box under the bridge, like Anthony Kiedis, looking for something to complete us, and maybe leaders in the lead. Turn on the television and see the vision they feed us, and I wish I could erase that face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something, everybody love. I can see the light. Everybody talk about race this, race that. I wish I could erase that. Face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something, everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs something, everybody love, everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking.
A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second down following the run. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, They come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Speaking of Todd Gurley, Charles, you and I had a lengthy discussion in the offseason about his sophomore slump, but he has picked it back up this year, and maybe nothing more indicative of that than that Week 15 performance.
Fantastic. In Seattle, in the game one against Seattle in 2017, he ran for 43 total yards. In this one, he ran for 152. Actually caught a pass for a touchdown as well, so he had 4 total touchdowns. He looks the part. And when we're starting to talk about MVPs, his name doesn't get enough mention. It should, because Todd Gurley's having a monster year, over 1,000 yards rushing, 11 games now where he's had over 100 yards from scrimmage in 2017. You say MVP, you can talk about Tom Brady, Carson Wentz, Russell Wilson. You need to bring Todd Gurley's name into the discussion.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
In motion left is Watkins. And he'll give it here to his running back. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So important that you keep an opening drive going because you want to set the tempo right away. And you and I both know you can't set a tempo if you're punting the football away.
Yeah, maybe early. Don't want to be too over the top, but you're right. Big 3rd down conversion. In motion left is Watkins. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
In motion left is Watkins. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here we go on 4th. Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will sit. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, it's blocked. And the defense picks it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
In motion left is Watkins. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Shedding through the defense. Good move by Gurley. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
In motion left is Watkins. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the 50, it's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back to that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. As time expires in the first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. It's a give to Freeman running right. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Now it's Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They will run again with Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
In motion left is Watkins. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get
on 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. In motion left is Watkins. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. In motion left is Watkins. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Gone. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So out come the Falcons now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now Ryan not happy about either their formation or the play call. Whatever the case, he's going to call a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Six yards to go here on 2nd down.
20.
Freeman again. breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 35 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now gone. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Super 66. Super 66.
Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And now a first down following that long gain. Now it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now gone. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. He's got it at the 15. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One last throw here for Goff. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes in my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to stop the truth. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to stop the truth. How dare you to stop the truth? Wanna come round there like a bad boy, do it. Want all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party, bottle up. Rolls in my ear saying storms, don't do it. Double on my shoulder, I don't lack. Hitting with the business, I don't scrap. Even when I'm bar, I'm so easy right, but there's no car and no mash. What you talking about? Clown, stand down. Had a young team called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie ting. Hashtag Murky Academy ting. You were like art and the gallery ting. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Wilson Seahawks.
All right, Larry, somewhat surprisingly, the rain has held off. Just overcast skies so far as you get a look inside CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A running play for Rawls. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yep. But a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 65 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Second down following the run. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They come out here in the eye. Offense looks, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down, Rawls. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is that they can run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. attack. It's Rawls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run for it. Rolls. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Thomas Rawls unable to push his way forward for the first. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, 28 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They go again with Rawls. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to fire. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Wilson on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the carry, it's Davis. And some room to roam now. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Steps away to his left, and he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Wilson to give to Rawls. Room here to run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Wilson now off the bootleg. He gets it to Baldwin. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
It's Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Second down and 4. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play clock winding down. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout.
Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah. Put my problems in. Only check up when the checks come. My pockets looking blessed up. All the talking never stressed us. They talking like they jealous of me. They talking like they never love me. They talking like they next door. I still treat them like so. Showers on the way. I've been working 25 hours every day. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Yo. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah. Promises and wishes, candles for my exes now. Ain't no fingers let to count my blessing now. Promises and wishes, trust me, it's been different now. No rings for the things I go missing now. Promises and wishes, why would I ever start celebrating? Why would I ever start celebrating? I'm naming all the hearts I've been breaking. I'm naming all the hearts I've been breaking. The showers on the way. I've been working 25 hours every day. Pull up. I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I got that. I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss. I got last on my list and you next. I don't trust them.